Hello guys, and welcome to episode 3 of my Total War Warhammer 2 playthrough, playing as the Warriors of Chaos on very hard difficulty. Today we are going to be moving on against Kislev. Now whether or not we actually take the settlement of Kislev is a completely different matter. So in the last episode I did talk about not attacking Kislev because the garrison is pretty strong, but I just wanted to double check this compared to our own army and see if we could actually pull this off. Because a lot of these outriders will be pretty useless for the most part, and we can kill them with Kolek and probably our Dragon Ogres. Crossbowmen and the handgunners, if we get our men onto the walls, will be much less effective. And then the swordsmen and great swords, they could be a problem, especially the great swords, since they do have the anti-infantry capability, the armor piercing, and they are armored. So they will be very, very good against things like my Chaos Warriors, which although have very armor, due to armor piercing and anti-infantry bonus, the great swords will probably end up winning, especially if the Chaos Warriors have to climb the walls. But I am still tempted to take the attack. If we wait one more turn, we might even be able to get a couple more Chaos Marauders. Since they are in March stance, that means they will not be recruiting. So let's go into our recruitment after merging a few of these guys. We'll grab a couple Chaos Marauders, end the turn. We'll let ourselves replenish a little bit. And then we'll go for the attack onto Kislev. I think we might be able to make it work. Destroying Kislev's capital now would be really good. And then what we can do afterwards is just try and wipe out Kislev completely. Because if we do that, then it's very unlikely they're going to resettle these settlements in the north. Unless, you know, Skaven goes and does it. But at least that's a faction that is destroyed. Which is what you want to do as the Warriors of Chaos. And they're actually going to leave. That's even better. Because that leaves Kislev completely undefended. Now what I will need to do is change the camera settings. I think I'm going to do that now. Let's go and set everything to fastest for allied factions, enemy factions. Actually, let's do fast for enemy factions, and then neutral factions fastest. All good. And for our own, we'll just put it up to fast. That's sorted for the rest of the campaign. Alright. Let's go for the attack onto Kislev. Like, in my opinion, they've left it relatively undefended. So let's jump in and fight it on the battle map. If I can get Kislev through the walls with the Dragon Ogres and Chaos Spawn, I think we can wreak havoc in the center. Because we do need to get to this mortar. That's going to be pretty important, actually. Let's see what the balance bar says once we actually get inside as well. Because we do have like 5 units of Chaos Marauders that are all good health. And then we have a bunch of Chaos Warriors as well. Honestly, if I mix the Chaos Warriors in between Chaos Marauders across this wall, then we could probably break through quite well. But I do want to have some units climb on this side so that we spread out their units. Maybe what I could do is send all of the Chaos Marauders that are pretty light on health to this side to absorb the missile fire. And then what we can do is bring Kolek over here to like just smack the gates. So once these Chaos Marauders take the fire, Kolek can just go and hit the gates and open that gate. And then we'll have the Dragon Ogres and the Chaos Spawn on this side hit this gate with the rest of these units. So we'll go Chaos Marauders on the far right, then we'll have a unit of Chaos Warriors, then we'll have a unit of Chaos Marauders, and so on. We'll just sort of stagger them. That is fine, and we'll have a unit there. Good. These guys are going to have to hide for the time being until we get the gates open. but we're definitely going to have to use them at some point. And I think we'll go with that. So let's start the battle. We'll just pause it a sec, and we'll start pushing up like so. I hope that the Chaos Marauders will be the ones to actually take the damage from the ranged forces. Bunch of swordsmen and greatswords on the corner there. Like our distraction might just work. There are some handgunners on the top. That's gonna suck. Also, their towers are pretty strong. Or was that the mortars just firing off straight away? It looks like this tower's firing out some pretty mean projectiles on the corner there. But if those gunners are firing, time for Kolek to start hitting the gates. Same here. We can get the Dragon Ogres and the Chaos Spawn to hit the gates. And it does look like the Chaos Marauders are the ones taking the hits for our Chaos Warriors. Perfect. In we go. So the plan here with Kolek is just to sort of break through, put pressure onto the Outriders and the mortar. Is he taking some shots from the handgunners? I think he might be. On that right side, those crossbowmen are going to be in trouble. I mean, even in the middle here, the handgunners are going to be in trouble. The gate's being smashed to pieces. Let's make sure those guys are actually climbing. Come on, men, get in there. Don't run away. Those guys still haven't put up the ladders. How are the gates doing? This gate's nearly gone. We'd come up against greatsword infantry inside. I guess the Dragon Ogres and Chaos Spawn won't do too badly actually against those. I'm going to have these Chaos Marauders push up onto the top here. And I think I might take these off the walls. Right, the gates are open, and they seem to have abandoned the gate, so let's just push through to the centre. I can probably just run through the greatswords here, honestly. Yeah, we'll take some of these up here as well, because what we might actually be able to do is just capture the centre and avoid taking a bunch of losses. Right, Kolek can come in and smash the great swords, and he can push through. Doesn't even care. Let's just go straight for the mortar. Right, and the Dragon Ogres need to be pushing for the Outriders. Those guys are doing quite a lot of damage actually to our Chaos Marauders as they approach. But getting through with quite a lot of infantry is really good. I guess we could also have Kolek like come in behind and just attack the Outriders here. Yeah, the Dragon Ogres are getting involved, which is great. We do need to make sure the Chaos Spawn keep coming, and these guys can come as well. Although a lot of them have been held up at the gate, so we'll allow them to run back and help out their brethren. Oh, nice mortar shot there, going to be missing. These Outriders will die very quickly to the Dragon Ogres. Dragon Ogres are perfect for the situation because they are anti-large, and thus the Outriders die very quickly indeed. They have nowhere to go. Let's just make sure we kill off the mortars. Right, that's those guys broken anyway. Let's smash into the mortars completely. And we are capturing the centre, which is good. So if we could just hold the centre, then that would be an easy win. I don't mind losing Chaos Marauders. All my Chaos Warriors are still okay, so this isn't going too bad at all. Let's just come down and attack the Outriders here. Maybe the Greatswords as well. The Greatswords have decided to run. And there is now 200 seconds until we win. Nice. This has been pretty clean. Just got to make sure we take out the great swords here. I guess we could just charge them with everything here. Like the Chaos Spawn are actually really good against great swords anyway, so there we go. And also, I mean, the sheer mass of units here is just going to destroy them. Just keep pushing on the walls here. Down below, the Outriders will definitely fall to the Chaos Warriors with halberds. Let's give him his health potion. I really do want to just kill off these great swords sooner than later. And we need to stop these swordsmen afterwards. The whole idea here is just to stop any units from getting back to the center, which so far seems to be going quite well. We can also bring in these guys now, so let's do that. We'll bring them in this case since there's nothing defending. But that's the great swords almost destroyed. Let's have the Dragon Ogres break off and hit the swordsman. Alright, let's now just push on to the swordsman entirely. Because we do have these guys coming in, the Chaos Warhounds can probably run down the great swords anyway. These swordsmen won't last long at all. Let's look at their numbers fall very rapidly. 85 and counting. 96 seconds until the stronghold is ours. We might end up winning anyway because our army losses, we are doing quite a bit of damage. This would be a pretty clean take if we manage to make this work. I'm going to have the Dragon Ogres run down the handgunners because the handgunners are missile based damage. I guess we could have the dogs come in though. They can help us out. Well, we did lose a unit of Chaos Warriors here, that's no good. Some units are going to be coming back towards the center, which is not what we want. So let's go and cut them off. Yeah, we might lose a unit of Chaos Warriors in all of this, which would be really annoying, but not much we can do. And we'll have the Chaos Spawn and Kolek go smash these great swords. There's only 25 seconds left anyway.
Give us carnage!
Oh wow, that was a lot of damage. On Kolek, give him the hammer. Beautiful. 10 seconds until victory.
Yes! Yes, Lord!
And that's it. That's a chain rout. We've won. We'll end the battle there. But let's hope that the Chaos Warriors stay alive. It would be a shame if we lost them, because we can't recruit any extra at the moment. But overall, very, very successful. Wiping out Kislev. Very good. I guess, considering how well that went, we probably could have done it with the army in the settlement anyway. Maybe not last turn though. I think waiting one turn for replenishment and recruiting more Chaos Marauders was a good idea. So out of all of that, we just lost one Chaos Marauder. And from that settlement, I guess we can probably raise it. Since we get quite a lot from just the battle anyway, we got 3,000 I think in terms of post-battle loot. 3,400 is pretty nice, but I think we just need the horde growth and replenishment. If I could recruit more units, I would, but I can't do it this turn. Okay, so let's level them up. We've got Tribes of Chaos maxed out. Going for Chaos Vanguard would be nice for the early game, but late game it's going to be completely useless. So I'm going to play for late game, since as we continue through the campaign, it actually does get harder, as we will need to continuously and progressively just take settlement after settlement after settlement in order to keep our upkeep high enough. So that's going to be very important. I think I might just go for Eye of the Gods. We'll push Kolek to the point where he's absolutely awesome. Or we could maybe put some points into Ruination and go through to Unholy Resilience. That keeps Kolek at the top of his game. And then we can go for something like Lightning Strike, really important actually for Chaos armies. So let's go Ruination. That will stack with his other abilities. We'll get Unholy Resilience to make sure that Kolek's always full health. And that will be very good. So one more turn until Rituals of Corruption is complete, and then we'll be focusing on the Lure of Dark Promises, which will give us the extra casualty replenishment rate. Everything's going well. I guess we'll go down south first to Fort Jakova, or we could head over to the west and take the little settlement over there. It may take us a little bit too close to other Empire armies though.
Bow before the Lord of the End Times, mortal.
They're offering me 600 for a non-aggression pact. What about 900? Maybe if we can take money for a non-aggression pact, that's absolutely fine, because we're not going to be fighting them for a little while, I don't think. And if they do resettle the settlements, at least it gives us more to work with, like in terms of raising capability. Like if Skaven does take those settlements, we can just raise them. Why did they move that way? And it looks like we have Sirtha Ek on our tail. Vargs come all the way down to attack us.
Your prestige grows, my lord. News of your conquests spreads far and wide. Your developing power is noted by even the most distant of kings and bestial lords.
So we've just completed the chapter objective, which gives us 4,000 favour, and a confederation between Norsgren and the Hellspire tribe. Mulder got the Pestilence scheme, and technology is researched. Chapter objective issued. A loyal servant to the Chaos Gods is one that enacts carnage, that raids and destroys and scatters the mortals before him. Wonderful. We've got to raise or sack 8 different settlements. I'm not sure if Sirtha Ek will be able to attack us if we go 75 and encamp, but we're going to try and do it anyway. Because his army is looking pretty scary. Don't tell me I went a little bit too far. I did. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, what we'll do then is, I guess, just march into the woods. Get ahead of Sirtha Ek so that we can do the replenishment again in the next turn. Alright. That sucks. Sometimes it's going to happen. It did say 25 when I released the mouse, but I guess it was wrong. I'm not entirely sure. If they chase us, we might be in trouble. Now Kolek, he's actually really good against things like chariots.
Mortal scum.
And so are my Dragon Ogres actually, so we do have ways to deal with the Dragon Ogres, and also that War Mammoth that he has, somehow. Maybe he won't chase me. Seems to have a homing beacon though. We'll see soon enough. They took Kislev. Wow. Okay, that's not what I expected. Okay, that's actually pretty decent for us though, because we can move 25% back towards Kislev, and we can recruit some more dudes. Let's just merge a couple of them. I'll press the right keys. And we can recruit 2 more.
No!
Wait, they took Kislev without suffering
No!
any damage? They must have. Yeah, you can see the Marauders there. like half health. And this turn we can also get the Unholy Legion. That will take us up to level 4, which will then allow us to get the Unholy Furnace and then the Demonic Forge. Also, that will allow us to upgrade to the Chaos War Shrine, which may be a better thing to do initially. Not sure. We do actually have enough to go straight to Unholy Communion, which could be a nice idea for the extra casualty replenishment rate early on. But for now, I think we're going to get Erection to the Ruinous Monuments. Although Banners of Ruin is pretty nice. Let's end the turn. Will they attack us? They might actually attack us. If they do, then that's fine. If they don't, then we'll just attack them. That will add to the raised settlement count, I believe. Even though we've already technically raised the settlement before. I don't want them to recover. That's the main reason I'm heading back. And yeah, it seems as though they've made a big mistake doing that. So if we raid Shotdraken, we get 800 favour. We're not going to be doing that anytime soon. Let's go into normal stance. And we will attack Kislev. Well, they've only got 2 chariots in each unit, which is nice. The War Mammoth is full health though. What would the battle map look like? It's a normal battle map. No walls to deal with. So it seemed as though they were following me, but maybe they were just there to colonize Kislev. I'm going to have to be smart about this. I'll probably have to keep my formations relatively clumped together so that I can hit them well with the Dragon Ogres and Kolek. So let's do that. We'll have the line of Chaos Warriors in front, we'll have the line of Chaos Warriors behind, and then we'll have the depleted units at the back. And that will be like our 3 lines. We'll keep the Chaos Marauders back here with the Warhounds. And I'll keep Kolek at the back with the Dragon Ogres. Chaos Warriors can, or Chaos Spawn can stand in the middle. Alright, let's go. They don't have any ranged forces, I don't believe. Just the Marauder Hunters, so yeah, this should be fine. Normally this sort of formation would be very, very bad, but since there are no ranged forces, we really don't have the care in the world. Have a care in the world. A glorious army moving forwards. Very cool. And Kolek at the back, overseeing it all. The best bet here would probably just be have the Dragon Ogres go and kill the War Mammoth for us while Kolek sort of singles out some of these Marauder Chariots. That's what I was thinking. Because the Dragon Ogres will take a lot less damage than Kolek does because they're split into a number of different models, whereas Kolek himself will take the full hit of the 525 weapon damage that the War Mammoths have. They are starting to come towards us, so let's just stop. We'll brace. Alright, go on, Kolek. Kill off the chariots, nice and easy. And these Chaos Warriors with halberds will be pretty good actually for that. I guess I could have Kolek come across if the Dragon Ogres are already engaging. It does have a lot of health though, that's like one problem with it. Well, there goes one chariot. And there goes the other one. Okay, let's come back and give another charge into the War Mammoth. Okay, and we'll come over to the right side here and hit the Marauder chariots. And my Marauder horsemen here are actually doing a lot of damage as well. A lot of damage actually to the War Mammoth. That's very nice. Let's have these hounds go around the back. We just wiped out another one of the chariots. That's good. Let's keep the Dragon Ogres onto the chariots here. Just going to stop that chariot so we can kill it. There we go. Next one. Let's push the infantry towards the front. And I may have these Marauder horsemen continue to pepper the War Mammoth. Alright, these Dragon Ogres are going to have to fall back. They've kind of done their job anyway. Right, let's get Kolek over to the next chariot. Or maybe we could just have Kolek finish off the Mammoth. That might be a good idea. Especially with the help of the Marauders. Marauder horsemen. This is pretty close actually. You can see Kolek is going to take quite a bit of damage though. We can heal him up. It's on 200 health. There we go, it's dead. Let's kill off this chariot while we're at it. Go on, get the kill. There you go. Next one. Where is it? There's one there. Kill that off, please. Okay, let's get these Marauders involved. As long as the Chaos Warriors are okay, I should be fine. Just charge into the back of this engagement. Try and break some of their Marauders. Marauder champions there. I'm just going to have Kolek try and run down the Marauder chariot here. If he can, he might not have to. Let's go for the Seth Ek actually. All these units everywhere that are rallying, let's just get them to come back. Yeah, Seth Ek is getting beat on now. This is brilliant. Dragon Ogres are finishing off the Marauder chariot there. And that's victory. We don't have to chase them down since it's a settlement battle. So that will wipe out that army. Close victory. We did manage to keep both the Chaos Spawn and the Dragon Ogres alive. Kolek was just going from chariot to chariot, wiping them out. So that stopped them from charging too much. And we killed the War Mammoth, which is really nice. Because those can be a real problem sometimes. I guess I could have sort of brought back the fleeing units quicker throughout that, but overall kept everyone alive, so it's good stuff. And 5,086 loot gained. I will take that, thank you very much. We'll raise it again, take the replenishment, and that's going to boost our growth once again, our horde growth. We're looking for 4 horde growth now, and then I can get myself one of these new buildings. The Arcane Vortex might not be a bad idea, so we can actually start using some Winds of Magic. I really want to get some Hell Cannons online. The only thing with Hell Cannons is they do cost quite a lot of upkeep. I guess not as much as I thought. When compared to Chaos Marauders, they cost 30 upkeep each. Adding an extra 210 each is going to be pretty bad. I don't think we necessarily have to get Unholy Resilience just yet, just because Codex pretty much fully healed up for now. So we'll go to Eye of the Gods. And we'll enjoy that juicy replenishment. I could also get the Unholy Communion. I think I'm going to do it while I have the extra cash. Because 5% casualty replenishment rate is actually really nice. That's Kislev destroyed a second time in the same episode. Now we'll go and take out Fort Jakova, and then we'll head back towards Zavastra, wipe out this province, then we'll move to the next province and do the same again. Well, Skaven looks like they're going to come down and settle Kislev. That's good, because it actually stops Kislev from resettling that. Although it will make the Skaven much stronger. It seems like we're just giving them land by wiping out Kislev. Pretty sure Volksgrad and Prague are under command of the Skaven. But we're just going about destroying Kislev, the faction. That's all I care about. And also the fact that we're dropping loads of Chaos Corruption here is also very nice. But since he's leveled up to level 8, we've got Kolek's quest to get the Star Crusher. We've got to embed a Chaos Sorcerer into his army. Far to the north, deep in the roots of the mountains, Kolek Suneater has slept for generations. A Shaggoth of tremendous age, firstborn of Krakenrock, father of the Dragon Ogres. He stirs, sensing his time as the bringer of darkness is come once more. Dire storm clouds gather around the peaks and crags where the mountain god is said to slumber, yet Suneater is not fully awake. Before a great chasm that splits the mountains like a gigantic axe wound, hundreds upon hundreds of Northmen kneel in the pelting hail and snow, chanting sonorously, as tribute after screaming tribute is hurled bodily down into the cavernous lair. Over the chanting rises another voice, distorted to guttural inhumanity, as a sorcerer servant of the ruinous powers completes the summoning. Rocks explode as a cataclysmic lightning bolt lances down. So by embedding him, we get 1,500 favour. And that's going to be that technology research, which is nice. We could just push towards 1,000 Twisted Blessings to boost the Chaos Spawn now. We could go for the Blood God to get the income from post-battle loot. That in general would be a lot better than the Erection of Ruinous Monuments, so let's go for that. Wonderful. And unfortunately, guys, it has been my time. So I'm going to leave it here. We wiped out Kislev twice in this episode. We destroyed Varg's army, and we also destroyed the large garrison that Kislev had in their capital. I'm not sure we're going to have to deal with a large garrison like that again with Kislev, so that's all good. No more great swords for now. But that's it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.